What's up there guys, it's Mac, hope you guys are well. I'm joined here today with...
Healthy Gamer.
What's going on? This is my mate Shah. I haven't seen him for a while, also a very good YouTuber as well, fellow YouTuber. He's got the channel Healthy Gamer. We did a collaboration video way back when the Nintendo Switch got released.
It was at the launch, sort of like a
Launch
pre-launch event, just to go there and check it out, test it out, check some of the games.
This was
out.
like literally like what, about a week before it's released, right?
Yeah, about a week before it's released.
So it was pretty close up to
Yeah.
the point. And obviously this is now a 7-month on video on how the Switch is doing since then. Obviously we've got the Switch over here, and just really, yeah, what's been your thoughts? I mean, how have you found it
So
the past 7 months?
So the Switch for me personally isn't like a hardcore gaming system. Say for example, like the PlayStation.
Whoa.
No. I know what you mean. But you know, it hasn't. You know, you got to be honest. It hasn't got that graphic capability, the processing as the PS Pro or the Xbox One, right? So for me, right off the bat, it was more of a portable sort of console.
Doom's coming out, right?
I know Doom's coming out. Yeah, portable, innit? You can, have
Yeah.
deathmatch mode from wherever you are.
That's on par with PS4 and Xbox, mate.
No, it is.
There.
But not everyone knows that it's not as powerful, right? But
Yeah.
because I knew that, I'm not disappointed. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it was a portable device where I can straight away plug it onto the TV when I wanted to play these games,
that is a selling factor, right?
It's been
Take it
absolutely
on the go.
perfect.
Wherever you want to go, take it with you. If if you can't finish a game off, if you need to have that meeting or you got to go to an appointment, anywhere, just take it on the go, and you continue playing wherever you go. That's the main selling factor about this that made it.
Where I work, it's about a 15-minute journey. Out of that, about 40 minutes of that is on transport. So I'm sitting down on the bus or on the train, get the Switch out, and I'm playing it. Clocking those hours in, getting those dungeons out of the way, just play that game, and time just flies by. And for that, it's been perfect.
I've been talked about that, and Zelda Breath of the Wild. Come on, man.
Mate,
what's been your experience in this? I mean, wow.
I think I was transported to Hyrule while playing that. I was dreaming about it. I was thinking, I didn't want it to end.
It's a different kind of what's it? It's an adventure. It's an adventure that takes you on, and it's a roller coaster, and you sort of get into that world, and you don't want to leave it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm a fan of Zelda, from playing A Link to the Past, and the one after that I probably most enjoyed was Ocarina of Time. I was a bit scared. I was a bit scared with Breath of the Wild because they changed up a few of the dynamics of the game.
Big overhaul, isn't it? Big overhaul.
Yeah, but I mean,
open adventure.
They kept the spirit of a Zelda game, with the dungeons, with some of the characters, with Hyrule, where you're sort of running around exploring. A lot of the characters are very similar. The spirit of the game, like I said, is still there, but the way they've changed it, they've moved it forward. They've moved it forward for all these new open-ended adventure sort of games.
It's basically like the GTA of Zelda, isn't it?
It was absolutely amazing when you're playing this game.
You get open world.
Yeah, I mean, you get emotionally attached to the storyline, which is really, really important, and I think that's what makes a great game. I've probably clocked over about 70.
I think I saw you on your
about 70
profile, 75.
75. That's how long it took me to sort of complete almost all the missions. But I've got all the main missions. I've got tons of side missions still to do. I haven't found all of the dungeons yet.
Mate, you're not going to, man. There's just so much. Unless you get a walkthrough, how are you gonna get everything? There's so many dungeons to pick out. I pretty much looked at the map and I found a scattered amount of dungeons across the map, little dots that I've covered. And I know if there's big spaces, then I know that I've not covered and I've not found what I needed to in that area. But if I've got my dungeons
sort of scattered everywhere, that's a way to figure it out as well. Yeah, because if you've got one corner of the map where there's not that many dungeons that you've unlocked, then you know there's a few more lying around in that area.
Right, yeah. So I covered them. They're called temples, right?
Yeah, temples.
Yeah. So I managed to get pretty much across the map.
Get all those spirit orbs.
Got all them hearts and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I must have clocked over. I mean, this is one of the most hours I've clocked out on a game in recent times. Yeah. In a long time. I think I was looking at it recently, about 85 hours, guys. 85 hours I clocked onto this, completely covered the entire story mode, got all the memories, and covered a lot of the temple. Temples were absolutely fun to do, really cool. Yeah. Got a lot of weapons, and I absolutely just love this game. For the first 6 months of the Switch's life, when I got this was pretty much all I was playing on this little baby over here. So the little Pro Controller took me to a whole new world and absolutely was amazing. After that was finished, the next game that we had was pretty much, I think it was, I had a bit of Bomberman, but I haven't got the game over here with me, but it was Mario Kart.
For me, that was my second game as well that I decided to pick up. We had a go at the pre-launch event, didn't we? Of Mario Kart as well.
Where they had like a little table full of 8 players.
8 players on 8
switches, and it was epic. And I must have clocked, I think that's the second highest amount of hours I clocked over on a Switch game. It's basically the Mario Kart. I think it's about 25 hours or ish. Wherever I go, literally, like if I go over to my parents' house, if I go over to family members' houses, I take my Switch with me, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the game to play. I mean, you could clock over so many hours. It's heaps of fun. I'm trying to get this guy to play with me online, and we could play a few more games.
I'm still trying to unlock Golden Mario. Yeah,
is he? Yeah, he's still trying to get internet first of all. Get internet, you'll be fine.
No, I've got internet.
Then let's do this.
But that Mario Kart game is one of those games where you can just pick up. You know, you don't need no story. You just pick up and you just play, and you can play with anyone. I play with my niece and nephews. It's not that complicated.
It's about that as well. Like they added this feature where it automatically turns for you. You can enable that feature so you don't actually fall off. You can enable the feature where it drives for you. You can enable the feature that accelerates for you. Yeah. So the turning one is really good because I turned that on for my nieces and nephews, and they seem to think that they're awesome. And they are really good. They play the Mario Kart DS, but when they play it with that one, I initially turned it on for a few of them, and it actually helps them progress through the level, so they don't feel like they're just constantly falling off. Yeah. And it helps them learn, and you can actually. It gives you a good challenge because now it's a good challenge to play them now, isn't it? Because they're not constantly falling off.
But you know, you have to switch. Ideally, you should switch those, stuff off as well. That's cheating if you're keeping those options on as well.
It's switched off, right? It's switched off, right? Listen, it's switched off. I always turn my auto turning off.
I've played.
I don't like the motion turns. I turn that.
Turn that. I don't like motion turn.
I like my joystick. I don't want to do all this business, so I'm good with that. So
such an awesome game. Such an awesome game. Like I said, and it's sort of almost perfect for the Joy-Con controllers because you have a mate around. You just take both of the Joy-Cons off. Boom, becomes 2 controllers, and it's perfect. Why? Because if it's simple buttons. You know, it's just
straightforward. They're very mini buttons.
Accelerate, brake, sort of jump to skid, and that's about it. That's all you really need.
And shoot.
And shoot. That's so the Joy-Con controller is perfect.
The battle mode is really good. I love the Star Thief.
When you get stuck in the jail.
Thief. Cops and Robbers one.
Cops and Robbers is pretty good.
Wicked games on there. I mean, the battle sequences are really good. The adventure mode, they've got so many characters, about 48 characters or 42 characters, something like that.
And a lot of characters.
They've got about 40 plus levels unlocked, plenty of worlds.
The combinations you could do, especially with the characters, it's just off the roof. It's much.
It's heaps of fun. So I'm finding that, compared to my PS4 and my Xbox One, it's the actual Switch that's getting most gameplay at the moment whenever I take it with me and then get the family involved, get friends involved, and it's heaps of fun. This was another one that I picked up as well, Super Bomberman R. Unfortunately,
it's good,
but the people that I found out when I'm playing this, they don't really grab the concept of it. They're not big Bomberman fans, and they enjoy it sometimes, but it's got a few hours, very few hours, and gameplay on this.
I think I completed the whole game in about 12 hours.
You played the one player?
Yeah, the single player.
I haven't touched that one yet.
Well, I played corporate mode with one of my mates, and we got through that. It was good fun, but I think
the boss looked interesting.
Yeah, the bosses are interesting. I think that for a Switch game, they should have sort of upped the ante a bit with the Bomberman. I think you could probably get something very similar to this, on the GameCube. To be honest with you, I mean, but it doesn't take away the fact that it's such a fun game. Play 4-player. Deathmatch on this is such a laugh.
I mean, the main reason why I picked this up for the Switch, because I know I've got it on a gazillion times. I've got it on the PS2. I've got it on what other consoles, the Wii. Plenty of consoles has it, and I've got plenty of them multiple times. The reason why I got it on this one is because you can do local 8-player. The only one that I know that can do that many players in one game is Saturn Bomberman. That's the only game.
Saturn one, yeah.
That's the only game that actually allows you to play, I believe, up to 10 players, locally. So, I mean, that one was epic, and I thought, what's the best way to get as many people onto one console, one TV, and in beautiful, beautiful HD content, HD quality that the Switch provides with the dock. I just thought it was amazing. I mean, ever since then, I've been making my mission to grab as many controllers and many Switch Joy-Cons to basically get that full 8 Joy-Con set game thing happening, so we can all play. So I'm pretty much there now. I've got 2 Pro controllers as well. Got the Joy-Cons, and we can play this a few times, and it's been a ball of fun. So we move on from that one. But I would say it's not getting as much gameplay as much love as the other games, but it's still there.
Let's quickly go through the other
so these 2 quickly. I mean, I've been playing this with my nieces and nephews a lot. They absolutely love this game, and Just Dance 2017 it's fun.
It's good exercise as well.
And the Switch version allows you to play 6 players. So as soon as I get my last 2 Joy-Cons, we'll have 6 players playing at the same time. Absolutely awesome. But also, if you don't have Joy-Cons, you can also connect up smartphones to this and use it as a controller.
Okay.
So that gives you 6 players. Puyo Puyo Tetris, wicked game. When this came out, we sort of pretty much amongst our family, we just destroyed the demo that was free, and then we realised, you know what, I need to buy this game. So I picked this up for about £35, and not a regret at all. I never looked back. It's heaps of fun. The clash between Puyo Puyo and Tetris. They've done it wicked, and the HD aspect of it, and the players aspect, the colours on there, and the mashups.
Yeah,
they brought Tetris back for the 2017. I mean. Wicked. What did you think of that game? Have you played that one much at all?
I haven't. I only played the demo, but not the actual full game. The demo was really good.
You any good?
Yeah, man. What the heck? I'm not really good.
You're good on this?
Yeah, I'm pretty decent at it. I've only
pretty decent. You mean?
Because this guy usually he picks up a game and he just kind of constantly plays it until he becomes really good.
I'm just sick when I pick it up. I'm just
you spend so much time. I probably don't have as much time.
I don't play single player mode. I don't play.
He does. Trust me. Wakes up. You probably wake up at 2 a.m. Like, okay, I gotta get this game. I gotta get good at it.
Apparently, I don't have a life, but it's just gaming for me. No.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a bad thing.
It's 7 a.m. in the gym, man.
In the gym with his Switch.
Anyway, so
next one,
Ultra Street Fighter to the final challenges. Everyone that follows my channel, you guys know that I'm actually a really big fan of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. When this came out, when this was announced, I was like, definitely a day one buy for me. This wasn't too expensive as well, because it was like it's almost like an upgrade of the older game. I remember it being about, was it 25 or something like that?
That's a really good price.
Was it that cheap? Or 35?
I thought it was 35.
Maybe it was 35. I really can't remember. But I remember it being a lot cheaper compared to the rest of the games that came out. But they've got quite a few modes on here. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I just thought it's like the HD version of Street Fighter 2 Turbo that everyone was looking for. Yeah. The final version got all the characters, all the levels, all the different unlocks, different colours, customize your own colours. Yeah. It's got the very first time it's got Evil Ryu and Ken and Violent Ken in the same one. Okay. 2 new characters.
Here's a question: would you rather play Street Fighter 2 Ultra or a Street Fighter game as such on the Switch, or say for example on the PS4?
PS4. I'd rather play on the Switch because when you got this in your hand, there's no denying it. Like, this is one of the best controllers out there at the moment. It's got the perfect D-pad, and I personally use the joystick, so I could beat you just playing with that. That's not a problem. That's the problem. I don't need a D-pad.
I think we're gonna have a challenge at some point.
I know you're gonna cry about the D-pad and be like, oh, proper controllers.
D-pad is fine. D-pad is fine.
Mate,
I personally
with one D. It's
look,
not a problem.
I personally prefer it on the PlayStation. Too much because
I don't like I'm not personally a big fan of the PS4 controller as much as the Xbox layout.
But yeah, true. But
and this
I think
the Xbox layout much
it
better.
has. Yeah, but then again, I grew up with all of the PlayStation consoles. So what happened with their controllers is they've always stayed more or less relatively the same. So I'm really comfortable with it.
So it's muscle memory.
Yeah, so that's why I think a bit more difficult to play for me.
Yeah, but Street Fighter 2 Turbo was a SNES release, and
it was.
This is pretty much an update version of a SNES pad with the original layout. So for me, that is muscle memory that never goes away. And
for me, one gripe I think personally is, especially when it first came out, was the controllers were pretty expensive. More expensive, say, than the Xbox.
The Pro controller,
yeah, the Pro controller.
They were about £70.
Yeah, £70.
Really expensive.
They're
dropping a bit.
But they're dropping a bit, and now there's third-party controllers that you can buy for a lot cheaper. So go out there and grab one.
A few digital games as well that I've been picking up as well. A really big popular one amongst my family and a lot is playing the 6-player game Astro Deluxe. Have you heard about that game?
Yes, I have.
It is awesome. I mean, the amount of fun that we've had on that game, and I think it was like £11 game, and it was on discount the day I bought it for about £7.
Yeah.
So I was like,
because normally it's about £12, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like $11.99, something like that. Most of the games I'm looking for, especially digital ones, is basically anything that's 6 players. The more players, the better. I'm always looking out for that. And this was the one game that I saw that had 6 players support. Yeah. So that came pretty much close to some of these games I've got here. Like this one has 8 player support, and this one up to 6 players. So love that.
That's the beauty of the Switch.
Wicked. It was wicked. You could be in teams, you could be individually, and you're basically pretty much destroying each other with 8-bit graphics on one screen. You're shooting asteroids, getting weapons, and you're killing each other, and everyone's like floored, everyone's shouting, everyone's having fun, and I don't see that.
Yeah,
with
for
other
party games, for multiplayer games, that's why the Switch for me has been such a success, because it brings something to the table that the others haven't. And Nintendo's always had really good multiplayer games, really fun multiplayer games. We was even playing Splatoon. I was playing it the other day, and
Splatoon 2,
Splatoon 2 is it's such a fun game. It's not your Call of Duties,
Obviously, Nintendo's got like number one for first party games. But
exactly, but that's why we buy it. We know why we want it, and for me, that's why for the last 7 months it's been a joy.
It's been amazing.
To play with.
It's a shame that there is no online apps at the moment. There's no YouTube, there's no Hulu, there's no just apps in general to download.
It will come.
Browser, but I have a feeling that that's going to come with the virtual store, and I can't wait for that. Nintendo, come on guys.
Yeah,
give us the virtual store, give us GameCube games, give us N64 games, give us Super Mario 64 to download, give us Mario Kart Wii,
Classic
download that. Forget that one. Virtual store. This is the one console that I know I'm going to be buying a lot of digital content. I personally don't buy digital content that often, but I'm going to buy it for this one because I think it's the best of both. You're going to be able to get it and be able to take it with you, so it becomes your next generation Game Boy in a sense, and you can download all the games across the generations. I'm hoping when they release the virtual console, because I know they did that on the Wii U. They did quite a decent virtual console lineup. So bring that on, guys. I think.
I personally think that
you got Mario Odyssey coming up for Christmas.
But even then,
Doom, Wolfenstein 2, Bethesda showing a lot of love.
Skyrim coming out. But saying that, right?
Dude, that's a lot of third-party support. FIFA 18's already out or coming out.
It's true, but I personally think that although I love Nintendo, you know what? We need more third-party titles. There's thousands of amazing games out there which I think could benefit from a Switch port. It'd be amazing. So come on, Nintendo, let's get it done,
guys. I mean, it can be done easily. Anyway, 7 months on. Would you recommend it? I think if people want to buy it now, it's even better.
Christmas is around the corner, right?
So you got the Mario Odyssey bundle with 2 red Joy-Cons.
Yeah, exactly.
Digital code for the game. I'm not a fan of that, but altogether you could get it for almost £320. I've seen it on game, I believe, or a bit less.
A little bit less.
That's a bundle. I mean, the game alone will cost you 50 quid for the game. So
when it comes out,
you're getting a bundle with special edition controllers. The box art's going to be cool. You can pick up the Splatoon bundle. I'm sure that's still available. Stock is quite good for that, actually. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, they're revamping the stock for, especially the Christmas period that's coming up. So you should be able to pick one up. You know, if you really want one, you'll find one basically.
This is the main launch. The Christmas is the main launch, and I think it's the perfect time if you haven't jumped onto the Switch bandwagon yet. It's the best time to pick it up now because games are going to be coming thick and fast now. You've got
of course.
The announcement of the Kirby game, the Yoshi game. They're going to be coming in later on in next year. So you got a lot of stuff to play.
Another thing is that I don't think really it competes with the Xbox.
Not directly,
but if you've gotten, like a lot of people, I think, you know, the general gamers, right, the general public sort of thing, if you've got a PlayStation, you might think twice of picking up an Xbox, right? Because sort of similar, right?
Yeah. If you've got an Xbox, you think twice by picking up a PS4. Because
but if you've got a PlayStation 4, say for example, definitely go pick up a Switch, because they're two sort of different things. And it's so portable, right? And tons of kids I know love the Switch. Love the Switch.
So thin.
It's
Joy-Cons.
been perfect for me.
Wherever we go, we could take this out. Joy-Cons on the go. 2 players. Put it into 2-player mode. Have a few games of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's all about, guys. Yeah, I think this video's gone on for way too long.
It's gone on for a bit.
We need to kind of stop. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget that like button. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate
Share
all
it
the
as well.
subscribers. Share that video. Check out the link below. I'll put a link in the description box below to Healthy Gamers channel. Where else could they find you? Is it just YouTube?
Right now, just YouTube. So I'm starting up the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Just sorting that stuff out. And as you said, you can find me on YouTube.
Cool. I'm on Facebook, by the way, and I'm also on Instagram, so do check me out. It's the Mac Evaluation, and I'll put the link in the video description below as well, so you can check that out. Do leave comments if you have any questions.
One more thing.
Just answer them.
If you guys have recommendations of what you would like, you know, for us to do as a collaboration, or what you would want him to do or myself to do for future videos, definitely, you know, send us a message. Put some comments down below.
Yeah,
you know, this is for you guys at the end of the day. So it'd be great for your feedback.
Yeah, I'm always open. I'm listening to questions that are being asked in the comment sections, reading them all, answering every single one, and always happy for any input from you guys. If you want to see specific content or any questions or any topics you want me to discuss, do let me know. And we'll cover them as much as I can. And obviously, collaboration-wise, love to visit this guy and do a few more videos in the future. Definitely been awesome.
I'll probably grab this guy and we'll do some more videos over on my channel. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, take care, guys. This is Mac and Healthy Gamer.
Cheers very much.
Peace
Peace out.
Out.